Number 5. In early 2010, David and Rebecca Soane had their family's caravan stolen from their front lawn while they were away for the evening. The vehicle was estimated to be worth an approximate $12,000 at the time, which obviously caused the family great distress. Police were called to the scene, though the suspect left no identifying evidence at the scene of the crime, so the case fell cold after just a few short weeks. That is, until their 11-year-old son was viewing their home on Google Maps one day, a few months later. In the photo, the boy saw a white, balding man standing next to the family's caravan. Police were then informed of this, and the family expected their caravan to be returned within a few days. However, there was just one major issue. Police had no idea who this man was, and as per Google policy, the license plate on the man's getaway vehicle had been blurred. Google and police went round and round for months before Google ultimately told them that they were unable to supply authorities with the uncensored version of the photo. It's unclear exactly why, though the family says they've simply forgotten about caravanning and purchased a tent instead. To this day, over 7 years later, the caravan has yet to be found. Number 4. In 2006, 72-year-old David Lee Niles suddenly went missing after he was diagnosed with clinical depression and cancer. He never informed his close friends or family of where he was going, or that he even had plans of leaving. It seemed as though he simply vanished. Though in 2015, after David had been missing for nearly a decade, a man noticed on Google Maps that there appeared to be a car submerged in a lake nearby his home. He phoned in to police, who then arrived at the scene to remove the car from the murky waters. It was then that they found the car belonged to David Niles, and his skeletal remains were found inside the vehicle. It's believed that David took his own life after receiving the news of his cancer. His family says that while this is a tragic end to David's story, they're extremely happy to finally have some closure. Number 3. This next story seems a bit petty, though it's certainly satisfying to see justice served even in small cases such as this. Back in 2008, a young Dutch boy was mugged by a group of teens. The boys took his bicycle, about $200, and his cell phone. The boy was naturally upset about this, but he ultimately shrugged it off as a loss. That is, until March of the following year. The boy was searching through Google Maps, simply gazing around his city, when he noticed that the Google Street View car managed to capture the image of his muggers, just moments before he had been robbed. After this, the boy informed police. Police then contacted Google, who supplied them with unedited versions of the image. Authorities then immediately recognized 2 of the individuals and arrested them. Sadly, the boy's belongings were never returned, but at least the individuals involved were apprehended. Number 2. In 2009, Swiss police say that they arrested 16 people in connection with a large crop of marijuana, 1.1 tons of the plant to be exact, with a cash value of just shy of $1 million. Officers discovered the field after they'd been investigating an alleged drug ring specializing in narcotics earlier that year. The marijuana field was found as a group of officers were skimming through Google Maps looking through cornfields when they stumbled upon the massive plot of land, measuring approximately 7,500 square meters, or 2 acres. All suspects are expected to receive fairly lengthy prison sentences, due to strict Swiss laws against marijuana use and crop, though no information was released regarding just how long the individuals would be jailed. Number 1. In late 2012, 3 individuals were arrested and charged with illegal tree cutting in the Vancouver area, after they'd been captured by the Google Maps vehicle chopping down an approximate 23 trees. Apparently, the individuals involved had just recently purchased the property, and they were allowed by the city to cut down a total of either 2 or 3 trees. Reports seem to vary with the exact number, though the group cut down over 10 times their allotted amount. After police found out about this, charges were filed, and the group are expected to receive fines between $500 and $20,000 per tree, meaning that this simple act of cutting trees could have cost them up to $460,000. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to click that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to keep updated with our videos.